Hi, this is Luke. So today I have done some more research since publicly making my decision to be a father and have a baby. So I found a sperm bank called Seattle Sperm Bank, and went through all the. They had a questionnaire like, "What are you searching for?" And I started thinking about it, and I decided that, you know what, I kind of want to find a donor that looks like me. So when I have this child, because I don't intend on there being another parent, I'd like the child to look more like me. So I went through, and for the criteria, you can choose, like, ethnicity, hair color, eye color. So I went with brown hair and brown eyes, and I am Australian Irish, Australian Irish, Caucasian, and Norwegian, I think. So I put those criteria in there, and I'm scrolling through, and I thought that it was going to have pictures of the donors. Well, it does, but not as what they look like today. It has pictures of them when they were little kids, so that you can kind of get an idea of what your kid might look like, which I found incredibly interesting. And I found this one who looks just like my dad when my dad was a little kid. Like, I never met my dad when he was a little kid, but I saw baby pictures, and this guy's baby picture looks like my dad. And I'm like, dude, that's it. And it's actually not that expensive to get inseminated. It's only like $400 for a vial. I don't know how many vials I would need. And then they had a tab to like search clinics. So I typed in, Seattle. I'm really tired right now, but I'm really excited about this. So, yeah. This isn't as scripted as the one was last night. But, yeah, there's a clinic, just a couple blocks away from my work, and, it's only like $58 for an office visit, and $80 to get inseminated. So, like, $200 for the sperm, less than $60 for the doctor's visit, and $80 to get inseminated. So, before I do all that, I need to talk to my primary doctor and talk about getting off my testosterone. And then I need to talk to my therapist about weaning myself off of my medications right now. I'm having some anxiety about that. But I was talking to a friend tonight about me wanting to be a dad. And I told him my concerns that, what if I try and get off my meds and I find that I can't function? And, I've always been able to function, even when I've been off meds. I don't go crazy. I just have really bad anxiety. But that doesn't affect the rest of the world. The world sees me the same way. It's all up here. And so because of I have anxiety, I have an irrational fear that if I'm not on meds, then I'll, like, go crazy, and I've had nightmares about going crazy. Apparently it's a very common fear. But he said to me, you know what? You might try and get off your meds and find out that you can't get off them. But how are you going to know if you don't try? I mean, say you don't do it, and then 20 years down the road, you find yourself going, you know what, I should have at least tried. So, I'm trying. I still get choked up a little bit when I start thinking about being a dad. Talked with my roommates tonight about the whole thing, and they love kids. They love little kids. They would so spoil my kid. But it's too big of a commitment for them to have a baby here in the house 24/7. So I'm trying to come up with plans, like maybe I live here during pregnancy, and then go home and live with my parents, and have the baby in Wisconsin, and then live with my parents for about a year or so, and then try and come back out here, or stay in Wisconsin, I don't know. So, there's a lot of major decisions that are going to be happening, but none of them need to happen today. Trying to not have anxiety about getting too far in the future. I don't have any anxiety whatsoever about having a kid or being a dad. No. I have anxiety about, where am I going to live? I could get my own apartment. Yeah. I could get my own apartment, and my roommates are okay with babysitting. I mean, I've already decided they're going to be like my baby's other grandparents, since my parents will be the first set. Every kid needs 2 sets of grandparents, right? Yeah. So, a lot of thinking to be going on. Pardon me. But right now, I've made progress. I've found some more things that I need to think about. But right now, I'm going to dream.